A question you might have is, how do you know when you've set a frame? How can you be certain someone has bought into your way of looking at things, that someone has been sucked into your reality? Well, one is if the person completely believes what you're saying is true. So maybe a woman inadvertently touches you and you look at her and you say, you know, I'm not just a sausage with feet. Please get your hands off me, little Miss Pervert. And she giggles and says, so true. It's obvious that she's in your reality. She's been sucked into your frame. Another way you know someone's in your frame is if a woman tries really hard to convince you that she doesn't buy into your frame and she doesn't drop the issue, it's very obvious that she's falling into your frame. So let me give you an example of this. Maybe you've hit it off with a girl and you start joking around about how she's going to have to cook you breakfast in bed in the morning. And she says to you, I just want to let you know we're not sleeping together tonight. I'm not that sort of girl. And she keeps belaboring the issue, bringing it up over and over again that the two of you are not going to sleep together. It's obvious that she's trying really hard because she doesn't really believe her own objections, and she knows that she's going to get sucked into your reality. She's going to get sucked into your frame. Now, there's a couple ways that you can make women doubt their own objections. One is, if a woman objects, put a smirk on your face and look at her as if you completely don't believe her. Something else you can do is you can feed her objection back to her as a question. So an example is, maybe a woman says to you, I never sleep with guys on the first date. You could ask, you never sleep with guys on the first date? And maybe smirk at her a little bit and look at her with disbelief. What's usually going to happen is the woman's going to cave and say, well, I usually don't sleep with guys on the first date.